Hello, YouTubers, friends, compatriots, bootlicker shills, debt slaves, serfs, peasants, vassals, minions, meat sacks. I'm useful idiot. Welcome. And today I want to talk about the fact that ultimately the people that want to, I should say, the wide array of foes that Donald Trump has right now is staggering, and they will stop at nothing to stop him, as we have seen. And they definitely pose a great danger because the people that oppose him are very powerful people across an entire spectrum. And we're talking about American intelligence agencies, the judicial system, the entire Democratic Party, and even the liberal base. The fact is that a loose nut in the liberal base could get so riled up by all the inflammatory rhetoric and all the hate speech in the media and from the politicians that he's going to go out and try and shoot Donald Trump. And this is a very real possibility. And because of the mood in the country right now, in the liberal base and the liberal politicians, that lone gunman would imagine that he would be a hero, that he would be saving the country, that he would be saving democracy, because that's the message that's been out there. And as I have to do in almost every video, I want to clarify. I could give a shit about Republicans. I could give a shit about Democrats. I neither support Biden. I don't support Trump. This isn't about Trump. This is about something much bigger. And the point of this story is to talk about a couple things that have happened recently that point the direction of a possible assassination. One, of course, is the orders given by the FBI when they raided his Mar-a-Lago place. And they were given orders that they basically had free reign to shoot anyone who obstructed their raid, which is pretty startling. So they wanted to, that would have been a perfect setup for the powers that be to have Trump accidentally shot in a raid at Mar-a-Lago. And the other story that came out recently confirms that, and Tulsi Gabbard brought it up, the fact that there's now legislation by the Democrats, and they want to have Donald Trump, a former U.S. president, they want to remove his Secret Service protection, the Secret Service protection that's been given to every American president for decades and decades and decades, as well they should. So there we have it. They're being set up for this, and so if it happens, nobody should be surprised. But I will caveat that by saying that at this point, considering the backlash against all these actions against Trump, it would be a very unwise move. However much they might want to do it, and they do want to do it, wouldn't be a very wise move for them or the country should they go all the way and have Trump assassinated. And but I still don't want to rule that out, because we have a government that's run by ambitious sociopaths and psychopaths, and they've made it clear they will stop at nothing to stop Trump. They've done everything they could. They tried everything they could before he got elected last time. They did everything they could while he was president, and they've done everything they could to stifle him and crush him in these last 4 years during the Biden administration. And none of it's working. As a matter of fact, everything they do is only bolstering Trump's bid. And barring any surprising moves and dramatic moves, Trump will be elected president again in this next election. And they must know that. They're psychopaths and sociopaths, but they're not stupid. And so they're going to have to do something dramatic. I have a couple predictions because I would say that after the debates, which even with all the restrictions is going to be a complete disaster for Biden. I can't imagine otherwise. Although I will caveat that with the fact that I was expecting Biden's last State of the Union to be a complete disaster, but they clearly pumped him up with so many drugs. He stormed in there like Adolf Hitler and gave one of the darkest speeches, State of the Union addresses in American history. But I was amazed that he got through that without any of his normal problems that we see every single day now. A very sad spectacle. It's elderly abuse, and it shows that the DNC is so desperate now. They should be embarrassed. They should be humiliated. They should have some compassion for this poor old man, but they still want to prop him up and trot him out there, and for him to just continually embarrass himself and embarrass this country. And as I've clarified before, I have no skin in the game. I have nothing against Biden per se as a person, and I don't have anything pro or con with Trump at the moment. But it's just staggering that they allow this to go on. So my prediction, I was going to do a separate video on this, and I may still, that after the debate, should it be the disaster that it promises to be, they're definitely, they've been thinking about it all along, I'm sure, but they're going to have to seriously think about pulling Biden out of this race and replacing him with someone else. And I did a separate video on 7 candidates they're considering, but all the candidates they have are all losers and disasters themselves, and they also have to be aware of the fact that none of them could go up against Biden, none of them. So they don't really have an alternative. I still stand by the fact that even though it seems like a long shot right now, either Hillary or Michelle Obama is their last best hope, because Hillary, of course, would love to go toe to toe with Trump again because she has a gigantic ego and is a sore loser, and she would love that. And she's ready to go from day one, as she likes to say all the time. And then but she has a lot of baggage, so she wouldn't necessarily be able to go toe to toe with Trump. Michelle Obama, on the other hand, would completely galvanize and motivate and electrify the liberal base. She could actually go toe to toe with Trump, and she could have a good chance of winning the election. She would really, really motivate the base. So those are a couple of my predictions. But I have to say that they've tried everything they could, and I mean everything, getting the entire corporate sector of America, the social media giants, all the media, all the minions in the Democratic Party, everyone in the intelligence agencies, the Department of Justice, are all lined up to circle the wagons around Biden and then go after Trump, and it's not working. It's all backfiring. And so the only thing they have left, we have several months ahead of us, the only thing they have left is to actually kill Trump. And I think one thing, I earlier said that they're smart and they're strategizing smartly behind the scenes, even though they have to create a facade for the public. But I also have to think that they might be dumb enough to actually assassinate Trump. And if they do, God help us, because first of all, it would be an incredibly dramatic event. Second of all, it would be very transparent that they were behind it. I mean, it would be undeniable. And then thirdly, it would descend this country into chaos like nothing we've ever seen before. So there you have it. I hope I'm somehow wrong about all this, and I certainly don't want to see this happen. But we live in a age that is astonishing in the fraud and the massive global social engineering, almost surreal, and the media is an integral part of that. Just insanity, a world gone mad. I'm a useful idiot. Don't you be one too.